What if your small living space could feel twice as big without knocking down a single wall? Designing a cozy home isn't about square footage, it's about smart choices. When space is limited, creativity takes the lead. Whether you're a homeowner trying to revamp a compact living room, a renter working within tight dimensions, or a designer solving layout puzzles, the key lies in understanding the needs of a small space and answering them with intention. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it's a simple way to show your love for these incredible designs. Small spaces demand more from every design decision. Every inch matters. You can't afford bulky furniture, awkward corners, or wasted zones. But this challenge opens the door to innovation. Instead of just filling the room, you start shaping it. You become more mindful, thinking not just about looks, but about movement, light, function, and feeling. And that's where things get exciting. You begin asking the right questions. Can a coffee table double as storage? Will a sleek floor lamp free up end table space? Is there room to mount shelves vertically and keep the floor clear? With these questions comes a new kind of design approach, one that values flexibility over excess and clarity over clutter. What's more, small space design invites character. When you blend modern furniture's clean simplicity with the warmth and charm of vintage pieces, you create a space that feels layered, lived in, and personal. It's not just about saving space, it's about crafting a room that reflects who you are. We share new content regularly to help you create spaces you love, so don't forget to subscribe. For architects and eco-conscious individuals, small space living offers another benefit: reduced environmental impact. Smaller spaces consume less energy and materials. When paired with smart, sustainable design, they become models of both beauty and responsibility. Ever wonder why modern furniture seems tailor-made for small spaces? It's not just about looks, though the sleek lines and minimalist shapes are easy on the eyes. It's about function. Modern design is all about solving problems beautifully. In small living areas, that means furniture that works smarter, not harder. Think of a sofa that hides built-in storage, or a coffee table that lifts into a desk. These are not just trendy pieces. They're practical tools for everyday living. If you found this video inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support means to me, and it helps keep the design ideas coming your way. The beauty of modern furniture lies in its ability to create space where there isn't much to begin with. Low-profile seating opens up sightlines, making the room feel airier. Wall-mounted shelves clear the floor, giving you more room to move. Foldable and extendable furniture adjusts to your needs, offering flexibility without sacrificing style. And with built-in features like USB ports and end tables, or lighting built into mirrors, you can eliminate clutter without losing convenience. What makes this style especially useful is its focus on simplicity. Modern pieces are often designed with neutral tones and clean edges. That makes them easy to pair with vintage elements or bold accents without overwhelming the room. They act as a visual anchor, calm, clear, and composed. For architects and design lovers, modern furniture offers a modular canvas, one that adapts to small-scale environments without compromising comfort. For eco-conscious individuals, many modern brands prioritize sustainable materials like bamboo, recycled metal, or responsibly sourced wood. If you love this type of look, hit that subscribe button to help us create more videos, and let us know in the comments what you'd love to see in future videos. Modern furniture does more than fill a space. It shapes it. It invites flow, encourages order, and sets the stage for creative layering. In small homes where every square foot must earn its keep, this kind of intentional design becomes a game changer. It proves that less isn't just more. It's smarter, sleeker, and infinitely more livable. Why do vintage pieces still steal the spotlight, even in the most modern homes? The answer is simple: character. Vintage furniture brings a depth that modern pieces can't always match. It tells a story. It shows its age not as a flaw, but as a feature. In small spaces where every detail matters, a single vintage item can anchor the room with warmth, texture, and soul. Unlike mass-produced furniture, vintage finds are often one of a kind. That uniqueness adds instant charm. A mid-century side table, an old leather armchair, or a reclaimed wood shelf doesn't just serve a function, it becomes a focal point. These pieces create contrast, and contrast creates visual interest, especially when paired with the clean lines of modern design. Sourcing vintage pieces doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Local thrift stores, flea markets, estate sales, and online marketplaces are full of hidden gems. With a bit of patience, you can find items that bring authenticity and timeless style into your home. And if a piece needs a little love, that's part of the beauty. A small DIY project or simple reupholstery can turn an overlooked item into a personal treasure. For eco-conscious homeowners, vintage furniture also makes sense on a deeper level. It's sustainable by nature, giving existing pieces a second life instead of relying on new resources. It reduces waste and adds value at the same time. Vintage furniture reminds us that good design lasts. It doesn't chase trends. It sets its own pace. When you blend vintage with modern, you build a space that feels balanced and lived in. It's cozy, it's elegant, and it's personal. In a small space, those qualities matter even more. Because when every item counts, why not choose something with history, heart, and a whole lot of style? How can you blend modern and vintage furniture without creating chaos in a small space? The key is balance. When done right, combining these two styles can elevate a room, making it feel layered and rich without overwhelming it. The beauty of mixing modern and vintage lies in how they complement each other. Modern furniture often has a clean, minimalist feel, while vintage pieces bring texture, color, and character. Together, they create a dynamic contrast that adds depth to even the smallest of spaces. Start by choosing one dominant style, whether it's modern or vintage, and then layer the other as an accent. For example, if you have a modern sofa with sleek lines, add a vintage wooden coffee table or a retro armchair. The modern piece anchors the room with its simplicity, while the vintage item adds warmth and personality. This allows both styles to shine without competing for attention. Another trick is to match similar materials between the two styles. Think about pairing a vintage leather chair with a modern metal frame desk, or a modern marble lamp with a vintage wood bookshelf. When you connect these elements through texture or color, you create a sense of harmony. Contrast in shapes also works wonders. A round vintage mirror can soften the sharp angles of modern furniture, while a clean-lined modern sofa can provide a counterpoint to the more intricate designs of vintage chairs or side tables. The goal is to avoid cluttering the space with too many conflicting elements. Remember, the right mix should feel intentional. It's about creating a space that feels cohesive and thoughtfully designed, not random or mismatched. With the right balance, modern and vintage furniture can coexist beautifully, turning your small space into a charming, inviting haven. How do you make a small space feel open and airy without sacrificing style? It's all about smart design tricks that maximize light, space, and flow. In a small room, every element, whether it's color, furniture placement, or even lighting, plays a crucial role in creating a sense of openness. And the best part? These tricks don't just make your space look bigger. They also add to the overall beauty and functionality of your home. One of the simplest and most effective ways to open up a room is by using mirrors. Mirrors reflect light and make the space appear larger by creating the illusion of depth. A well-placed mirror can bounce light around the room, making it feel brighter and more expansive. And the best part is, mirrors can be both functional and decorative. Choose a vintage mirror to bring in texture, or a sleek modern one to add contrast.